Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to Small Potatoes Gaming. Today we're going to be going through the patch note for TFT PBE Day 15, also for November 29th, 2022. So let's get right into it because the list is huge today since they haven't patched it for a couple of days. Actually, the past like 5 days, including weekend at least. But anyways, let's get right into it. So we don't have any system change today, but we have a lot of one costs, a lot of champion changes actually overall. So for one cost, we have Gameplank. Gameplank is getting nerfed. The spell damage on Gameplank is getting nerfed from 220, 330, 500 to 200, 300, and 450. And Kale, the Empire auto attack AD ratio is going up, going up from 140 to 150. I have no idea why I put red there, but it's a buff. And then Lulu's getting an auto attack speed buff going up from 0.65 to 0.7. Poppy is getting a nerf. Poppy's initial mana is getting nerfed by 10, but the mana spell cost is going to go down by 10. But it's still going to be a nerf because the shield duration is going down from infinite to 3 seconds, so it's gonna disappear. And then Renekton is also getting nerfed. Renekton's nerf is long overdue. So his spell HP bonus is going down from 250, 350, 450 to 240, 320 to and 400. Silas is getting some love here because Silas has been pretty underwhelming so far. Silas is getting a buff on the armor and magic resist from 40 to 45, and spell healing from 130, 150, 180 to 150, 175, and 200. And our last one cost is going to be Tylon. Tylon is getting HP buff going from 550 to 600. And then moving on to the two costs, we have Annie. Annie is getting quite a bit of a nerf. So her initial mana is getting increased by 20, but the spell cost is going to go up to 80 from 65. And the spell shield is going down from 375, 450, 550 to 325, 400, and 500. So that's a pretty big nerf, well, in my opinion, because she cast the shield multiple times, and that will stack up over time through the battle. Camille is getting a nerf. Camille's spell AD ratio is going down from 202. I think it's probably 200, but it seems like 202. 202, 222, 252 to 180, 200, and 225. Ezreal's mana cost. Ezreal has been quite strong if you've been watching my stream. Now that he can actually auto attack 3 times and trigger his spell of Spirit of Shojin, I think that maybe is a little too strong for Riot, so they are nerfing him. So they're increasing the mana cost of his spell by 5, going up from 50 to 55, which will effectively make him auto attack once more before he shoots out his spell, even with Spirit of Shojin. Then moving on to Fiora. Fiora is getting a buff. The initial mana that she gets is getting increased from 0 to 30, and armor and magic resist is going up from 40 to 45, which is a minor buff, but it's pretty good. Malphite's also getting buff. I don't know why Super is getting buff. So Malphite's spell damage is going up from 125, 185, 300 to 140, 210, and 335. Vi is getting nerfed. I don't know if you guys have been watching my stream, but I've been a big fan of Vi recently, so I'm pretty sure, you know, she is pretty, too strong. So her AD is getting nerfed. Her AD is getting nerfed from 60 to 50, and her spell shield is going down from 325, 400, 500 to 275, 350, and 450, which makes a lot of sense, because once I hit 3-star Vi, then she's pretty unstoppable, especially with the augment, the hero augment. Then moving on to our last two costs, which is Yuumi. Yuumi is getting attack speed buff, going up from 0.65 to 0.7. Spell damage is getting increased from 235, 350, 565 to 255, 385, and 600. I think that this is overall a buff for Star Guarding in general. and trying to nerf Heart. Because later on we'll talk about this. The Heart is getting nerfed. So moving on to 3 costs. First of all, we have Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's AD is getting reduced from 40 to 35, which is alright because her ability doesn't really do that much AD damage, right? She actually do a lot of damage from magic damage. Riven is getting a buff. Riven is getting a buff with the spell cost going down from 100 to 90. Spell shields going up from 275, 350, and 450 to 325, 400, and 500. I think that this is a pretty good change because Riven has been a little underwhelming for me, especially when I pair up with Vi. I'd rather 3-star the Vi than to look for a 3-star Riven. So hopefully this will help quite a bit. Senna's next. Senna's getting an AD buff, a minor buff, from 65 to 70 AD. Sona is getting a buff also. Spell damage for Q is going up from 130, 200, and 340 to 150, 225, and 395. That's a pretty decent buff, I would think. Especially for 3-star, which is relatively easy to get. Then we have the E damage. E damage is also going up from 90, 135, 225 to 100, 150, and 265. Then we have Zoe for our last 3 costs. Zoe's mana cost is going up from 25 to 30. Personally, I don't see too much of a nerf here because it's still 3 auto attack. But I think that there is some use cases, maybe perhaps when you have an item that gives you a +5 mana or something like that, or maybe +10, I don't know. Then moving on to 4 costs, we have Aurelian Soul, who is getting nerfed. Spell damage is going down from 200, 300, 600 to 180, 270, and 550. Belvav is getting a nerf. I would think this is a nerf. Hear me out. Because the mana cost of the spell is going up from 20 to 30. The bonus attack speed per cast is going up from 25 to 30%. This seems like it's like a shift in power, but it is a nerf because right now, if it's a 20 mana cost, you can cast it 3 times with 60 mana. And with 3 casts, you get 75 attack speed. And with 30 cost, you can only cast it twice, which you will effectively get 60% attack speed, which would effectively be a 15% attack speed reduction from the casting. So overall, I think that is a nerf. Misfortune is getting a buff. Misfortune, I think that she's not that strong along with Samira, so it's given that she'll get a buff. So her spell cost is going down from 120 to 105, reducing it by, I think, 1 auto attack. Samira's ricochet bullet damage reduction is going down from 30 to 20, which basically means that she's getting a little stronger. Set is also getting nerfed. The initial mana is going up by 5, but then his mana cost for his spell is going up from 140 to 150. Soraka, if you haven't seen my stream last night, I was getting pwned by the Soraka 3-star. So I think that this nerf is well deserved. So Soraka's spell damage is going down from 250, 375, 800 to 225, 340, and 750. Talia's buff is actually kind of surprising, but I think that overall, if you run Star Guardian, like for me, right, I don't really run Talia too much. But yeah, I think that this is a welcome buff for Star Guardian, but not that welcome for Spell Slinger, because Spell Slinger is pretty decent right now. So the spell damage is going up from 60, 90, 250 to 70, 100, and 250, which is 3 stars not getting buffed, which is okay because it's hard to get 3-star anyways. Explosion damage going up from 190, 285, 900 to 200, 300, and 900. Viago is an interesting one because Viago's been getting buffed quite a bit. I think it's because nobody plays him, but whenever I see him played, he's actually pretty decent. So his HP is getting buffed from 800 to 900. The spell cost is going down by 5 from 55 to 50, which is 1 auto attack. Center spell damage is going up from 260, 390, and 900 to 290, 435, and 950. That's kind of a interesting math there. And then the AoE damage is also going up from 130, 195, 450 to 145, 215, and 475. The spell animation is getting sped up by 0.2 seconds, which means that he's going to be back into his auto attack a little faster. Overall, it's a pretty big buff for him. Then we are moving on to 5 costs. 5 costs, we see quite a bit of nerf. Aphelios is getting nerf. Ethereum 80% is getting nerfed from 225, 225, 800 to 200, 200, and 800. All guns bonus damage is going down from 55, 85, 2000 to 45, 75, 2000. That's quite a bit of nerf. Fiddlestick, I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf, but overall I think that it might be a buff. Because no, even though the spell damage is going down from 120, 180, 2000 to 85, 125, and 750, but the corrupted AP per soul is going up from 20 to 40, which means that if your allies are dying on the field, if Fiddlestick is the last one standing, he does quite a bit more damage. So overall, I think that they don't want you to put him up in the front just for the CC in the beginning, or you get a hit in the damage. But yeah, I think overall Fiddlestick will be quite useful when he's placed in the backline. Then we have Janna. Janna's spell damage per second is getting buff from 70, 100, and 3000 to 100, 150 to 3000. Leona is getting a nerf. It's a well-deserved nerf because she's been too useful late game. So she's getting nerfed by 100 HP from 1200 to 1100 HP. Armor is going down from 70 to 60, so is magic resist. Spell damage is going down from 500, 750, and 5000 to 450, 675, and 5000. So it's a minor nerf, but tankiness, she's getting hit a little bit. Overall, I think that she'll still be pretty good. Nunu is getting a buff. Although Nunu's armor and magic resist is going down from 60 to 55, but he's now going to gain 100 movement speed for every 100 bonus attack speed, which is pretty good. And then slightly lower amount of movement speed Nunu gets from Zumi, which is Yumi's augment. I think that makes quite a bit of sense because you don't want Nunu to be like dashing right in front of your champion if you're facing against a Nunu. That's kind of unfair. Syndra is getting an overall buff because Syndra is underperforming as a 5 cost, and Star Guardian, while she is pretty useful, but still not enough. So the mana initial cost, initial mana she's getting is getting decreased from 100 to 90. So initially she'll take one more extra auto attack to cast, but I don't think it matters if you're running Star Guardian overall. And then attack speed is going up from 0.8 to 0.85, which is pretty good. Spell damage is getting increased from 50, 250, 2000 to 100, 300, and 2000, which I don't think that it makes that much difference because she doesn't really do she doesn't do that much damage anyways. The spell shield is getting a buff at rank 2, so it's going up from 200, 500, 4000 to 200, 600, and 4000. It's a pretty good buff because the unit that she gets tossed in gets a pretty hefty shield at rank 2, and then it would help with the overall team because over time she'll toss in maybe 3 or 4 unit from the bench in total, and then all of them are going to get like 100 shield increase, and then that's going to be like 400. They're basically getting like a 2400 shield from like one battle, which is pretty hefty. Moving on from the champions, that was the last one. We're going to go on to the traits. Ace is getting a buff. The execute threshold is going up from 10 and 30% to 12 and 30%. It's a minor buff, but hopefully this will help Misfortune and Samira. And Min's overall getting a lot of adjustments, but overall most of them are buff. The 6-piece multiplier is going up from 60 to 80%. If you're going for a chase and min, then that's a pretty big buff. And then on combat start, the whole team gains mana is going up by 5 from 20 to 25, AP from 20 to 30, AD 20% to 30%, and attack speed from 20% to 25%. But permanent HP gain is going down from 30 to 20, which makes a lot of sense. I think that overall, like most of the permanent HP, or actually all of the HP permanent gain is getting reduced, but everything else is getting increased. So on combat start, admin unit gains AP is getting increased from 35 to 40, or AD is going to get increased from 35% to 40%, while permanent HP is getting reduced from 50 to 40. And every 5-second whole team gains heal from 100 HP to 150, AP gain from 10 to 12, AD gain from 10% to 12%, and permanent HP is going down from 10 to 7 again. Then moving on, we have every 5-second admin unit gains heal 200 to 250, getting increased there. And then AP is getting reduced from 15 to 12, attack speed is getting reduced from 20% to 15%. Then we have when you drop below 40% admin unit gains, percentage HP shield is going down from 50 to 35%, which is a given nerf because that was a pretty big shield that they gained. And then AD is getting increased from 60 to 75%. Attack speed is going down from 100 to 75%. On kill, the champion who lands the killing blow low will gain a heal for 200 is going up from 200 to 350. Mana is going up from 20 to 30. Chance to drop gold is going up back to 33% from 25%. Permanent HP is getting increased. Actually, you know, I was wrong earlier, so there is one that's getting increased from 10 to 18. Spellcast, your admin unit gains. The heal is getting decreased from 200 to 150, which makes sense because a lot of spell casting might be pretty quick, so you'll heal up pretty quickly. It stacks up quite a bit. Then moving on to the next trait finally, Brawler is getting a buff overall. The rank 2, 3, and 4 is getting buff. HP bonus is going to go up from 20, 35, 60, 90% to 20, 40, 70, and 111%. I wonder where do they get these kind of percentage from, like 111. But, you know, that's something that we'll never find out. Civilians mana is getting nerfed at rank 2, so it's going down from 2, 5, 10 to 2, 4, 10. Defender is getting a buff. The base armor is getting buff at rank 2 and 3, going up from 30, 75, 125 to 30, 80, and 200. That's a pretty big buff at 6 defender, so maybe I'll give that a try tonight. Hacker is getting a nerf. Hacker is getting a nerf from 20, 45, 75% to 15, 40, and 70%. So I guess that, you know, Mort didn't really like the Wukong combo that he saw. So he's basically nerfing that combo, effectively reducing it by 5% each rank. So the Wukong doesn't last that long. Heart is getting a nerf. AP per cast is going down at rank 2 and 3, going down from 4, 8, 12 to 4, 6, 9. I think that I've seen quite a bit of people playing 6 Heart, so I think that it's a little too powerful, especially with Soraka. So that's why they're nerfing that. Mascot is getting, I guess, an overall buff. So rank 2 is getting nerfed and rank 3 and 4 is getting a buff. Changes from 1.5, 3.5, 6, and 10% to 1.5, 3.25, 6.5, and 12%. Oxforce is getting a buff. The attack speed base is getting increased from 20, 40, 100, and 200 to 20, 50, 100, and 200. Prankster is getting a nerf, which I think that is pretty good because Prankster's dummy has been a nemesis to me, at least, a menace to everyone else. Prankster's dummy HP is going down from 500 to 350, and heals from 500 to 350. which is pretty good because now you don't heal that much and you don't have that dummy that takes forever to destroy. Renegade is getting a shift in power. I think overall this might be a buff. So base damage amplifying from 30, 60 to 40, 80%, which means that without your ally dying, you will gain 10 more percent, 20 more percent of damage base. And then once the Renegade unit is alone, the amplified damage is getting decreased from 30 and 60 to 20 to 40. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so they shifted that 10 and 20% up to the base damage instead, so it doesn't require you to have your ally die immediately to make use of it. And moving on, we have Sure Shot. Sure Shot is getting the AD reduced from 12 and 25% to 10 and 20%. Underground nerf, like I saw this coming from a mile away. The log per heist is gonna get increased from 9 to 10, which means that you have to lose one extra turn before you can trigger that like three heists, level 3 heists, or another 2 for the level 6 heist. And moving on, we're finished with the traits. We're moving on to items. Items, I think that they need to like buff quite a bit of them, because some of the items are pretty underwhelming, especially look at this Rabadon's Death Cap. So Chalice of Power is getting increased from 20 to 25 AP, which is pretty good. Last Whisper is getting the 80 damage reduced, which is alright because you need it for the Thunder, not the 80. It's going down from 15 to 10%. Rabadon Death Cap is getting a buff with the AP going up from 65 to 70. Static Sheath is going down with the AP bonus going down from 20 to 15. The Thief's Glove is getting some rework, I guess. Remove some non-intuitive item combos from the item table, which is a welcome change because sometimes you get a really useless Thief's Glove's item combo. Gadget Team Wallmog is getting a nerf. The HP regen is going down from 1% to 0.5% per second, which is great. Ornn Anima Visage is going down from 5% to 4% HP per second regen. Ornn's Internal Winter is getting a nerf. Slow duration is going down from 2 to 1.5 seconds, and freeze duration is going down from 2 to 1.5 seconds. The Ornn's Obsidian Cleaver is getting a nerf. Armor and Magic Shred is going down from 60 to 50%. And Ornn Collector is getting a buff. The Execute Threshold is going to be aligned with Ace. The Execute Threshold is going up from 10% to 12%, which is a welcome change, because 10% was a little too low, and the unit either just die from the auto attack or it doesn't order the spell. Augments is the next part, with all the items finished now. So Big Friend 1 and 2 is both getting nerf. Damage reduction is going down from 10 and 18% respectively to 9 and 15%. Blue Battery bonus AP is going down from 15 to 8. Build Different 1, 2, and 3 are getting nerfed across the board. So attack speed for Build Different 1 is going down from 30, 45, 60, and 75% to 25, 35, 45, and 55%. Build Different 2, the HP is going down from 250, 300, 350, and 400 to 250, 275, 300, and 350. The attack speed is also going down from 40, 55, 70, and 85 to 40, 50, 60, and 70%. Build Different 3 is also getting hit on both HP and attack speed. So HP is going down from 300, 375, 450, 525 to 300, 350, 400, and 450. And attack speed is going down from 50, 65, 80, 95 to 50, 60, 70, 80%. High Roller is getting a nerf also. High Roller's bonus gold that you get from other than the dice is getting reduced from 10 to 6 gold. Last Stand is getting a nerf. Last Stand is getting a nerf on the HP from 200 to 180. And the Armor, Magic Resist, and Omnivamp that you gain from hitting that 1 HP is going down from 20 to 18, which is alright. Lucky Glove, you're gonna get a nerf here also. The sparring glove given to you is going to get reduced from 3 to 2, which is significant, but not significant in a way that it'll impact it. Scope weapon 1. Scope weapon 1 is getting a nerf and a buff, I guess, depending on how you look at it. So the range is getting increased from 1 hex to 2 hex. Bonus attack speed is getting reduced from 15 to 10%. Overall, I think that this might be a buff for melee unit, but it will be a nerf for range unit. And scope weapon 2 is just getting outright removed, so that's a complete nerf to like non-existent. Threat level maximum. Maximum is getting HP per threat decreased from 80 to 75, so you're losing 5 per threat, which I don't know how much it will impact it, but we'll see. Trinity Force or Triforce 1, 2, and 3 is getting a nerf across the board. So HP is going down for each. Actually, no, except for Triforce 1. It's going from 33, 133, 233 to 75, 125, and 200. And mana for Trinity Force or Triforce 1, 2, and 3 is going down from 13, 23, and 33 to 10, 15, 25. Attack speed is going down from 13, 23, 33 to 10, 15, and 25. I think that, you know, at this point they shouldn't call it Trinity Force or Triforce, because they remove a lot of 3s. Verdant Veil. Verdant Veil is getting the attack speed bonus increase from 5 to 15, which is welcome change, because I don't think that a lot of people uses it. Moving on to Hero Augment, the last part, I think. So Ash Carry is getting attack speed bonus reduced from 50 to 40%. Blitzcrank Support Augment is getting hit. Actually, no, it's not getting hit. It's getting buffed from 200 bonus HP to 300 bonus HP. Galio is getting a mana reduction increase from 40 to 50. That's a buff. Lulu nerf. The bonus AP per cast is going down from 30 to 25. Nasus heal on takedown is getting a buff, going up from 200 to 300. Renekton's base attack speed bonus is going down from 50 to 40. Renekton's support augment is also getting hit. Base bonus damage is going down from 12 to 10%. Silas support is going to go up. Starting mana is going to go up from 20 to 30. Wukong bonus AP is going down. Well, Wukong's carry augment AP is bonus AP is going down from 60 to 30. Wukong's support augment is getting a buff. Mana restore after the first cast on all units is going up from 60 to 75%. Any support augment is getting a buff also, going up from AP bonus going up from 12 to 15. Camille's carry augment is getting a buff. AD bonus is going to go up from 30 to 35%, but Camille's support augment is going down. Base bonus damage is going down from 15 to 10%. Draven carry augment is going up. AD bonus is going to go up from 25 to 30%. Ezreal's carry augment, which I thought that it was really strong, is getting a nerf. Bonus AP and attack speed per cast is going down from 30 to 20 per cast, which is really significant. Fiora carry augment is getting a buff. Bonus armor and magic resist is going up from 120 to 150. Fiora's support augment is also going up. Heal per auto is going up from 1.5 to 2%. Jinx support augment is getting a nerf by 1%. The base attack speed bonus is going down from 10% to 9%. Not that much there. Lee Sin carry augment is going up from base attack speed bonus 50% to 60%. Malphite carry augment, the armor into AP percentage is going to go up from 60 to 75%, which is a buff. Rel carry augment is also getting a buff. Bonus AP gain is going to go up from 40 to 50. Yasuo's Omnivamp from his carry augment is going down, going to get nerfed from 75 to 66%. Again, I don't know like how they come up with the 66% number instead of like 65. Yumi carry augment is going to go down, getting nerfed from 50 to 30. Alistar's bonus HP, I think that it should get nerfed because the bonus HP of 500 is quite significant. It's going down from 500 to 300. and Cho'Gath carry augment, which is something that I really like. I can't believe that they're buffing it. So they're buffing it. The magic resist stealing is going up from 35 to 60%, which is a lot actually. Kaiser carry, the bonus auto every 2 attack is going up from 2 to 3 attack, which is a pretty big nerf. So now instead of getting the bonus every 2 attack, you get it every 3. Neela's support augment, allies given CC immunity is going to go up from 3 to 4, which is a great buff because then your front line is going to all get like the CC immunity shield. Rammus carry augment, the damage armor percentage is going up from 100 to 180%. I think that this is pretty good because Rammus augment was pretty underwhelming for what he can actually do. Vayne support bonus attack speed is going down from 50 to 35%, which is reasonable because you know, you're already getting quite a bit of damage from that Edge of Night. The Valkos carry, the burn duration is going down from 30 to 15 seconds, which is quite a bit of a buff because instead of 30 seconds getting that huge amounts of damage, it's going to take like half the time to deal that damage, which is good. Zoe carry, the second bubble damage is getting reduced. It's getting nerfed from 70% to 60%. And moving on to forecast. So Aurelian Soul carry augment, the bonus ability power is going to go down from 20 to 10. Aurelian Soul support augment, the stun duration is getting buffed from 1.5 to 2 seconds. Valve carry augment is getting a buff because I think that was really underwhelming. So the base Omnivamp is going up from 20 to 25%. I don't even think that will make the carry augment like feels good, but we'll see how that goes. And then Echo carry augment. Echo carry augment, the bonus damage magic resist percentage is going up from 200 to 300%. Misfortune carry, the HP shield is going down, getting nerfed from 300 to 250. Misfortune support augment is getting a 2 gold extra from gold per 3 turns, going up from 18 to 20. Samira carry augment is going up in a way. Bonus AD is going up 25 to 30%. And mana refunds going down from 50 to 30%, which is alright because you get more damage, but you need a little more auto attack before you cast again, which is fine. Samira support augment, the attack speed per 10 missing HP is going down from 5% to 4.5%. Talia is getting a buff. Talia carry augment is getting a buff. The HP threshold is going down from 1800 to 1600. The bonus AP is going down from 30 to 25, but then it gets compensated by a really big buff on the bonus damage from 20 to 30%. Z carry augment, it's getting a buff. AD and AD on kill is getting increased from 120% to 15%, and Z support augment is getting a nerf. The base attack speed bonus is going down from 12 to 9%. Set carry bonus resistant is getting doubled, so it's effectively getting a big buff from 20 to 40. Leona carry augment is also getting a buff. Mana reduction is going up from 20 to 30. Mordekaiser carry augment is getting a nerf. The bonus AP per 5 seconds is getting reduced from 30 to 20. And finally, we have Syndra's support augment. The AP per bench unit is going up from 5 to 7, which is great because now, like, if you have a full bench, you get like I think around 70 or 63. I think 63 AP. And to finish off this video, we're going to talk about Double Up. Double Up is getting some change. The gift armory for your partner is getting some change. Loaded dice is getting removed as a gift in general from all armory, which I think that is needed because it was pretty OP. Champion duplicator removed as a gift from first armory. That's understandable because that's pretty OP as well. And the player damage, like when you lose, the damage you take per stage is getting increased by 1 each stage. So stage 3, you're getting an increase from 2 to 3. Stage 4, 3 to 4. Stage 5, 5 to 6. And stage 6, 8 to 9. So it will make the game pace a little faster because double up, you take having half the damage. So overall, this will hopefully increase the speed of the game instead of having people ending up with like 5 costs that's like 3 stars. And then we have a bunch of bug fixes. One of them that's notable is that one that I found the other day was that Fiddlestick getting pulled in by Syndra now activate at 60% health and can gain AP from the dead allies instead of just standing still. But anyways, that's it for the patch note. It's a really big patch note, so I apologize if I kind of stutter and screw up here and there because I'm taking this in one take. But anyways, if you want more of these patch notes, and if you like the channel, you want to join my stream when I come on at nighttime for TFT streams, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and also the notification button. You're welcome to go take a look at my other videos as well in my channel. But no, for now, that's it for this patch note, and I'm signing off here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. See ya.